The idea to support Turbi Girls, or even, let me start even the community, started from the point where KETRACO was building transmission line from Suswa, which is in Kenya, all the way to the border with Ethiopia and all the way to Sodo. The line, after it traverses quite a number of counties, goes through the counties. If I count from Ethiopia, we come through the county of Marsabit. Then there's Samburu, Isiolo, and down all the way to Nyandarua and other counties down Nakuru. And one of the things you realize is that most of the land in Marsabit falls under what is called community land. The policy statement that we have in even the Land Act 2013 does not give a process in terms of how to compensate for community land. Because basically when we pass through private land, we normally register an easement, then you get paid for it. So we value and pay you for that. So we thought it wisely as KETRACO, family and board at that time, that we need to equate the equivalent damage on crops that we are passing through the whole line. So we valued the whole line from the border onto the counties where we have community land. Then we got an amount. Then we divided the amount in terms of that time sub-locations. Then we came to the ground and met various leaders across the various locations that time. And people selected how to use the money. So we told them, we cannot register an easement against community land, but we have computed that compensation you can pay in lieu of damage is a certain amount of money. We helped the committee set up various committees to discuss and deliberate issues. The community in this place came together, formed a committee, wrote minutes, and the whole committee came together. And they said their biggest need was a girls' boarding school. So if you go down further, Marsabit, Samburu, and Isiolo, you'll get various projects that KETRACO has done. Some people wanted a classroom here, a classroom there, but here they sat down and said they only want one thing, a girls' boarding school. And the idea definitely was brilliant, and KETRACO loved the idea to be able to start a school from scratch and actually put up this school. So we've worked with the community as partners to start off the project. They gave us the land. We put up the first classroom blocks. We do the fencing, boarding facilities, so to start off the school. So that's how we started. Then based on that, we have worked with them also to expand, and plus I've talked about CDF and our process I've also brought on board to make the school where it is. So that's how the whole concept was owned by the community. So we love the idea because it was their project. We helped finance and work with them. We made the money available, and they did a good job to get the project done. And because of that, we managed to build in this area without any issues, because we worked as partners with the community. There are different levels, I could say, impact. One of them is you'll actually find out one of the challenges we have in project implementation has always been to have access for the contract to work without being stopped. So that happens. So one of the impacts we have when we have this kind of community projects is definitely to have support from the community to allow access for us to be able to undertake the work. Because of that access, the contractor is able to finish the project on time, and we ensure that there are no reasons for claims for idle time arise. So there's that aspect of it. But there's also the aspect of like doing a project like this where the community are beneficiaries, where we can actually come back and see the outcome of the project, whatever it is, whether it's a hospital. But in this space, we're talking about school. We're talking about girls, virtually the whole school, being able to get to university, and a few are remaining to be able to get to charter institutions, which they're not able to get before. And there are definitely dangers of early marriage and other things. And to me, it's a great impact to see that level of community, people be able to get access to education. I sincerely believe that their families, and I sincerely believe the community will benefit from, people will become either, from this community, I believe they're going to come out journalists, they're going to come out engineers, doctors, ICT experts. They're going to come out from different aspects. So they're going to make the place actually have a bigger impact beyond the project because of the kind of project that KETRACO has done and the kind of students that have benefited from the project. KETRACO has basically put a lot of emphasis. Whether it's in this line, but also in Sultanahmud, like Tok line, we are working close with, I think, 8 schools to better improve them. So that has been going on a lot. So KETRACO does, we give favorable terms to supporting schools. But one of the things you'll notice when we do the new projects, Narok Bomet and Kabarnet, Rumuruti line and Malindi Weru, a component that comes in terms of both, that solves the gender mainstreaming part of it, but also we go to the next level of where we equip people with skills, technical skills, So we're just going also to go beyond. We're going to, it's just the normal, we're going to work with schools, improve them, but we are going to be very deliberate in terms of giving ladies especially additional skills so they can be standalone. So we see ourselves growing in that education space beyond just the normal schools that we do, but the next level of TVET support that we're coming on board. I believe with time we'll also buy tools, especially the ones who might go for and learn skills like welding and such things. I believe KETRACO will also support them to have the skills to be able to, a couple of ladies to be able to run themselves, whether it's a carpenter, in the shop. So that's the next level we are going, equipping the skills. But KETRACO is going to remain strong in the education pillar in our CSR projects. KETRACO realizes in its strategic plan, first, our mandate definitely requires us to put transmission lines. But if you look at the numbers that are proposed in the transmission line, you'll find out that we don't have adequate capacity, both as a country and institutions. So here we see ourselves being able to play that additional roles to be able to get more and more people, especially young people, into working in education, but also speaking to them to follow up their dreams that can actually have an impact on what we do. For example, our craftsmen, our technicians, engineers, because we don't have adequate skills that are available in this place, and we have expanded extremely fast, so we require people to man our substation land and our lines. So we see ourselves that if we don't train people or we don't get people to walk the journey or to point them in the right direction, Kenya might get to a point where we will not have adequate staff to both do the planning and both do the construction, but also the most important thing, also do the operations of our transmission lines. So we need the right skills to come on board. Then we expand across the whole country. So we definitely want that work that is in cuts across different counties are also manned with people from near the locality. And also we will also get the support that we get. So our strategic plan is clear. We'll still continue doing many projects, but also continue putting the role of capacity building and education to be quite strong. We are just about to launch 2 projects that will be cut in Marsabit. One of them is actually Longalani, Marsabit. The line entirely 100% is Marsabit County, but we also have an hour going from Marsabit all the way to Isiolo. So we have that, the 2 lines that are coming on board. So the 2 lines will also come definitely with also a component that gives back to the community. Back again to how we started this school here, because they're community land, so there's no direct way of signing easements to pay, but we'll definitely be able to compute the impact and to be able to make the monies available. But the good thing about the next project, I believe, will bring those communities here for benchmarking, people between Longalani, Marsabit, and parts also going the board to Isiolo, for them to see the impact of having a girls' school for investment here, because there's always the challenge that people want to be given money in their pocket, or they want to eat for today, they want to buy bread. But a girls' boarding school is actually one of the best gifts that KETRACO will give a community. So I see this being a pilot project we've done that can be replicated across the whole line. So we're still back in Marsabit. We are really hoping in September we get the approvals to commence the project. So before the end of the year, we'll definitely have our teams, both our PIT, the contractor around this place, and also people deal with CSR, seeing how they can work with the schools. But since Turbi is one of our first schools, we'll continue talking to REREC, especially when it comes to ensuring there's enough electrification. Being a public school, it's also a mandate to ensure that it's well electrified. We have listened to them. So we'll talk to other partners that can assist move this school, because we believe Turbi Girls can be future alliance girls in this place, if not even greater with time. That's our desire as a company. When I had the results myself, and today, that out of 27 candidates, 21 got C+ and above. That means they have direct access to the university to do various courses of their choices, and the other 6 students also have access to go to different schools. So everybody here being able to take their dreams and go forward, to me it's a very, very exciting thing. I can assure you, in most places that we do projects, maybe start from numbers of 1, 2, 3, and you continue to build on that. And they have set a very high standard. I'm really praying this year we get a bigger team going out, whether it's universities or technical colleges, but all of them reaching for their dreams. I can assure you, come here a number of years, this place is going to be totally different in terms of the environment and because of the impact of the girls. But definitely KETRACO is super excited to be part of a success story, a beginning of a success story, because we know that is not the end, that this school is only going to grow, more influential, and have a big impact in the area. So we're really excited and continue working with them. There's always a need to mentor the girls, to open up their mind to opportunities beyond what they see. So they're not limited by the day-to-day occurrences or what they see up and down. And that can only be solved by having mentors, people who can come and speak to them and tell them where the world is going, what are the emerging areas, what are the areas that skill sets are needed. I'm really excited by the KETRACO team that I spent time yesterday, today, just being able to speak. And over time, well, this is not the first time, speaking about STEM-related issues, why they should be strong in maths, English, with physics and chemistry, whatever, all the subjects that add to STEM, because that gives them opportunities to maybe just move into technical areas, to move into engineering areas, but also it opens up their opportunities to whether they're in artificial intelligence, IT, and the rest. So to me, and this is what I'll request, if you get a chance, please come and share that picture, because maybe that's the only picture they'll get to see that there's a future in this direction here. So congratulate the whole KETRACO team on doing mentorship. That was great. I managed to also get a chance to share briefly, just to give them some tips, which I believe I still use them as MD, and I used them when I was a student. That it's definitely important for them to see themselves as leaders, because there's nothing as great as seeing yourself as leader wherever you are. You don't have to be a leader of a big team, but at least wherever you are a leader. Because the good thing about thinking of yourself as a leader is because a leader can make a difference in wherever they are. So that's what I want them to believe. The second thing, they have to set goals. There's no way you can make much in life without setting a goal that you want to achieve. Then planning to meet that goal is very important. So planning is the third thing I made sure I really stress to the girls. Please plan and move to that. Work hard and be smart in how you're working. And I'm sure if they use that, they use those principles here in school, and they use them, even as I use them in my life as KETRACO, being able to plan the national grid to grow for the next 20 years, setting goals day by day, what needs to be achieved, and seeing myself as leader to be able to motivate my team. Those are still the same principles I believe a CEO, an engineer, any worker requires wherever you are, and any student requires to be able to grow big. So please get a chance also to share opportunity for mentorship. The place is extremely beautiful, and the girls are really lovely. Their voices are good, and they're really energetic to achieve much, much more. So we need to expose them by coming for more mentorship programs. Thank you so much.